The Baltimore Ravens have signed Roquan Smith to a record-breaking historic deal for an inside linebacker. I'm going to tell you the real reason why the Baltimore Ravens signed Roquan Smith and why Ravens Nation, we should be excited that we have a guy like Roquan that will be wearing the purple and black for the next 5 years. It's the Flex On Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. Breaking it down right after this. The real reason why Roquan Smith signed with the Baltimore Ravens. What's going on, Flex On family? God's favorite host back again with another video here on the channel. You guys know the drill. Go ahead, subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button, helps us out tremendously. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the Roquan Smith deal. And if you like it or if you don't, the reviews, the feedback I've seen in the community with Ravens fans throughout the NFL has been pretty positive. In only 9 games, Roquan Smith has been this team's MVP. In a season where our star quarterback has been battling injuries, we've had some injuries at other key positions like wide receiver, running back, defensive back. Roquan Smith, since his trade in only 9 games with the Ravens, over 80 plus tackles, first-time Pro Bowler, All Pro. I think it was a no-brainer. The first reason it was a no-brainer because Roquan Smith drafted the same year as Lamar Jackson, only 25 years of age, so he'll be 26 entering the first year of his deal. I think it was a no-brainer for Roquan Smith to sign with the Ravens because, like Lamar, he does not have an agent. But I think Roquan Smith knows coming to Baltimore after coming from Chicago, a team that's constantly going to be in the conversation for playoffs and over 500 and competing rosters. Say what you want about the Ravens, but each and every year they are competitive for the most part and are on the cusp of the playoffs. It's a winning organization, one. Number 2, yeah, he gets 100 million, 45 million guaranteed with incentives and everything. He'll make around 60 million guaranteed. Number 2, this helps out the Ravens cap situation because they only can have one franchise tag signed per season. So now with Roquan Smith locked up, whether you like the timing before the playoff game or you don't like it, it allows them to have some cap flexibility going into 2023 because now when you look at the guy he plays next to, Patrick Queen, a month or two ago, we were unsure if they were going to pick up his 5th-year option. Now, Patrick Queen going into year 4, you can pick up his 5th-year option and have that go against your cap and have that flexibility. You have Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen as probably the best 2 combination of inside linebackers in the NFL now because the way Roquan Smith has elevated Patrick Queen, you have them locked up together as a pair for the next few years. That helps out this defense as a whole under Mike McDonald. Next, I know Lamar didn't get his check yet. I know Lamar didn't get his bag yet. But this gives optimism that if Lamar does not get a deal signed initially and the franchise tag is signed, there can be an opportunity where Lamar can still reach an agreement before the start of next season if he wants to remain in Baltimore with the cap flexibility of Roquan signing and not necessarily breaking the bank. We are $100 million and we go crazy. But when you break that down and you see only 60 million guaranteed, and you see how probably it's not going to affect the cap that tremendously, it's a great deal, I think, for both parties. Roquan doesn't have an agent, so I think Roquan is surrounded by the right people, and I think this can even show Lamar that if you play ball with the Ravens and you're performing the way that we know you're capable of, I know Lamar has dealt with some injuries the past few years, and that's going to create probably an interesting conversation when they do talk about this contract. Roquan Smith is a difference maker, much like Lamar. Even though he does not have an agent, this contract shows me that the Ravens and Eric DeCosta, we've been hard on him. Yes, he's missed on some draft picks. Yes, he's missed at certain key positions in the draft. But when it comes to making trades and obtaining quality pieces for this team and getting them paid at the right time, I think he does a fantastic job. The Ronnie Stanley deal. He paid Ronnie Stanley. Yes, Ronnie Stanley got hurt right after, but if he didn't pay Ronnie Stanley at that time, he probably would have cost a little bit more when you think about it. He paid Ronnie Stanley. He's paid Marcus Peters. He paid Marlon Humphrey. I think that Eric DeCosta is a very, very good cap-worthy guy. And I think Sashi Brown, team president, and all of those guys that run the financials and analytics, they do a great job with getting the right people signed before they hit free agency and really, really break the bank. Because if you wait till after the season and Roquan hits free agency, yeah, you can franchise him. Yeah, you can still negotiate, but his price only goes up. Let's say he goes out there and he leads this team to a couple of wins in the playoffs and he's making 15, 16 tackles like he's doing every game and getting interceptions and getting sacks. His price is only going to go up. That 100 million may turn to 125, 130 just off of his play alone in the playoffs. So you sign him now, you save you some money on the back end, you still have a productive player entering his prime, 5-year deal. He can sign potentially if he wants to stay in Baltimore, go explore greener pastures. He can go somewhere else after the 5 years, only be 30, 31 years old in the prime of his career as an impact playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. So it's a win-win for each opportunity that we look at for the organization and Roquan financially setting himself up at a young age. And I think this shows Lamar that, like I said, the Ravens are going to play ball with you. It's a negotiation at the end of the day. I'm sure Roquan Smith probably wanted 150 million guaranteed, 125 million guaranteed. But he said, okay, you're going to give me 100 million guaranteed? I'll take that. I'll take that 45 with incentive 60, probably 60 to 80 million is going to end out being overall, if not more, depending on how he plays. And I'm going to get my money. Then I'm going to cash in on the next contract and probably get 150 million. He's playing the long game. He's playing chess, not checkers. Lamar is going to get paid one way or the other, whether that's the franchise tag or a long-term deal. But I think this cap flexibility allows them, if they do give Lamar the free agency opportunity to have to sign a franchise tag, they can still go out, make some trades possibly. Maybe go out and get Lamar some weapons. Possibly let Lamar know, hey, we're committed to you. We've done you wrong. We have not given you the best pieces. We haven't given you guys who are reliable or durable at times. We need to get you a new offensive coordinator. We need to get you a guy that's going to make you the most successful Lamar you can be, like a Josh Allen, like a Jalen Hurts, like a Tua. We're going to get you guys like that. You go ahead. If you don't sign long term, okay, and we understand, but we're going to put pieces around you to be successful for the next year that we have. We got Roquan here. The defense is going to be solid. The Ravens as an organization, and I know Bisciotti and DeCosta and Harbaugh under some flack, but you got to be patient, Ravens fans. I do think a deal will get done, whether that's the franchise tag or a long-term deal. Just because Lamar might get the franchise tag does not mean he's going to play under that franchise tag. A deal could be reached for the season. Who knows? But with Roquan here, it's a no-brainer. It helps out your cap, gives you flexibility. It allows Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith to remain together for the foreseeable future, and it allows this team defensively to have a leader, to have a guy that we remember like Ray Lewis, like Ed Reed, like Terrell Suggs, like Haloti Ngata, like Saragusa, rest in peace, back in the day, like Peter Bowe, like Michael McQuarrie, like Chris McAllister. Those guys who could not only talk the talk but walk the walk. A leader in and out of the locker room, a guy who gets it done on and off the field, great in the community, a guy who's mentally and intelligently aware of the game of football, high football IQ, a guy who's going to do the right things on and off the field, plays hard, is going to take plays off, and allows you, as I mentioned, to still have that playmaker, that attractive piece that if you're looking to add pieces to this team, we got a Roquan Smith. We got a guy like that on defense. We have a guy like Roquan Smith in the locker room. That is a great signing for the Ravens, in my opinion. I give it 2 thumbs up. I give it an A++. I thought this was priority number 1 of signing players because I thought it would be the easier out of him and Lamar because quarterbacks are always going to make it a little more difficult. Getting Roquan Smith, the best middle linebacker the Ravens have had since Ray Lewis, signing him, having him the ability to play and elevate Patrick Queen for the next few years, lead your defense, give this team each and every week a chance is very, very important. And I think it shows Roquan that without an agent, and it shows Lamar, because I'm sure Roquan and Lamar probably will have some type of conversation soon if they haven't already after the season. Hey, man, I didn't have an agent, but I had the right people around me. I can put some people around you or put you in the right direction of some people who aren't going to take those agent fees, and we're going to help you get this deal done. If I got to go to DeCosta, go to Bisciotti, and help on your behalf, we might not be able to get you 250 million guaranteed, but we might be able to get you 200, 210 guaranteed. and it allows us to put the pieces around you on offense. Let's go get you an offensive coordinator that can help you out, Lamar. And let's go get this Super Bowl that we know that is capable of happening in Baltimore. That's long overdue, a decade overdue. That's the real reason why Roquan signed. It's about what he can do on the field, but I think it's just about as much as what he can do off the field as well. So comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Roquan Smith signing. Do you like this? Seeing pretty much positive vibes, positive reactions from it. I'm very, very excited about it. Roquan is the best middle linebacker in the NFL. He's shown it this season in Baltimore. I think he's only going to get better entering his prime. And like I said, he had the opportunity to cash in again for another contract at age 30, 31. God's favorite host, the host of the Moist here. Go ahead, you know the drill. Hit the like button, support us, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the Roquan Smith signing. Do you like it? How you feel about it? What do you think happens with Lamar? We'll keep you posted here on the Flex On Podcast. Only place give me reports how you want to need it. I appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. We are here for you. Hit the bell to know we're live. New videos drop each and every day and are in your sub boxes. Comment, let me know what you think, subscribe, hit the like button. Roquan Smith, the real reason why he signed with the Baltimore Ravens, $100 million, but cap-friendly deal, which will help the Ravens' sustainability long term and make them continually be in the mix in the AFC North and in the AFC. God's favorite host signing off, y'all. Appreciate the Ravens and Eric DeCosta gave Roquan and signing him for a long-term deal, because when you give up those kind of picks, a second and a fifth, you got to be looking at your cap guys, your financial team, and saying, hey, we got to make things work, make the right choices to sign this guy long-term. They did that. They didn't pussyfoot around, and the Ravens are showing me that this offseason they're going to be committed to continually putting out a solid product and overhaul the things that need to change to remain competitive. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Peace.